This week on EV Rider, we're looking at a tiny plug-and-play device called the Smart AI Box that brings video and most Android Google Play apps to your car's infotainment system. At first glance, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay seem great, and they are when it comes to streaming music or navigating. But when it comes to watching video, when you're parked and charging, they just don't cut it. That's where the Smart AI Box comes in. OneCarStereo.com sent me this review unit. The way it works, it plugs into your USB or USB-C data port, and then your car recognizes it as an Apple CarPlay device. But instead of launching Apple CarPlay, it launches a full version of Android without many of the app restrictions that Android Auto and CarPlay have to keep apps from displaying on automotive screens. The Smart AI Box comes pre-installed with YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, and the Google Play App Store. And it lets you mirror your smartphone after downloading an app called CarBitLink. It also lets you launch back into the stock version of Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. It works by using your smartphone as a hotspot. Sounds great, right? Well, it all really depends on your use case. First off, it won't work with BMWs, Minis, or any car that doesn't support a wired Apple CarPlay connection. So if you're thinking of buying the Smart AI Box, make sure you confirm your car is supported before placing an order. Next, even though it runs a full version of Android, some software developers don't want you using their applications on car screens. For example, the Firefox browser works great, but Google hides the Chrome browser in the Play Store from the Smart AI Box, and Paramount Plus doesn't allow video to be played on it, even though you can install the Paramount Plus app. You might think, well, I can get around that with the Screen Mirror app. But some software developers have thought of that as well and block video when trying to screen mirror. And if you've got a vertical screen like this Mach-E does, Netflix videos won't scale correctly, although YouTube and Amazon Prime worked as expected, playing videos in their native 16:9 aspect ratios. Now, I would expect Netflix to look perfect on horizontal car displays. And by the way, if you don't like the interface of the Smart AI Box, it does support Android launchers. I installed Nova Launcher and Car Launcher to confirm launchers would work as expected. If you're not familiar with how launchers work, they allow you to replace the original interface with just about anything you can think of. Search launchers in the Play Store and you'll quickly get an idea of just how flexible Android really is. Another thing to know is the Smart AI Box that I was sent only has 2 gigs of RAM and a Qualcomm quad-core processor. That's enough to browse the web and stream video, but if you're planning to play games on it, just know more complex games will lag or even freeze. Now, if you do have an older car with wired Apple CarPlay and all you really want to do is stream some Netflix and YouTube and Disney Plus while you're parked, then this certainly is an easy way to accomplish that. But if you were hoping this would work perfectly with all automotive display aspect ratios and every Android app, then this isn't your solution. If you're thinking of getting the Smart AI Box, I would suggest first confirming it's going to work as expected with the apps you want to use. For you Android experts, it does support sideloading and it does have a TF slot, so you could add up to 128 gigs of storage. Now, I do want to stress one thing about the Smart AI Box. Remember, never, ever attempt to watch video when driving. This is only for use when you're parked. You'll find a link to the Smart AI Box in the description field of this video and on the web at evrider.tv. OneCarStereo.com provided EV Rider with the review unit featured in this video. But it did not have any editorial input into this video's production, nor did it see an advance copy of the video. EV Rider's editorial policy regarding review units is linked in the description of this video on YouTube and in the story at evrider.tv for anyone that would like to review it. If you found this episode of EV Rider useful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can bring you more reviews like this one and more adventures in EV motoring. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.